Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your future. Dr. Mike here on behalf of the amazing Danielle Saul. We're back with another video to help you prioritize your health. Today we're tackling a topic that's way more common than you think: inflammation. Some inflammation is good. It's how your body fights off infections and heals itself. But chronic low-grade inflammation? That's a silent troublemaker that can lead to some serious health problems down the line. We're going to break down the top 10 foods that can secretly be setting your body on fire with inflammation, so you can make healthier choices. Let's jump right in. Okay, but let's kick things off with the most obvious culprit: sugar. We all love a little sweetness in our lives, but too much of it comes at a price. When you eat a lot of sugar, your body releases a surge of insulin to deal with all that glucose flooding your system. This insulin spike can actually trigger the release of inflammatory messengers in your body called cytokines. Over time, this constant inflammation can start to damage your blood vessels, increasing your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even type 2 diabetes. Chronic inflammation from excess sugar can also mess with your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and slowing down wound healing. Plus, it can take a toll on your joints, leading to pain and stiffness. Not to mention the havoc it wreaks on your skin, contributing to acne and premature aging. So, what can you do? It's all about moderation and smart swaps. Instead of reaching for that sugary soda, opt for water infused with fruits or herbs. Trust me, your body will thank you in the long run. Let's move on to another major offender: trans fats. These sneaky culprits are created when manufacturers add hydrogen to liquid oils to make them more solid at room temperature. Think shortening or margarine. They're often found lurking in processed foods, fried foods, and baked goods. The problem with trans fats is that they increase inflammation throughout your entire body. They do this by raising your bad LDL cholesterol levels and lowering your good HDL cholesterol levels, a double whammy for your heart health. This imbalance can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries, increasing your risk of heart attack and stroke. Trans fats can also promote inflammation in your gut, leading to digestive issues like bloating, gas, and even inflammatory bowel diseases. The good news is that trans fats are being phased out of many food products. Always check the ingredient list and steer clear of anything that contains partially hydrogenated oil. Choose healthier fats like olive oil, avocado oil, or nuts and seeds instead. Next up, we have refined carbohydrates. These are essentially carbs that have been stripped of their fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing. Think white bread, white rice, pastries, and sugary cereals. The problem with refined carbs is that they're digested very quickly, causing a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels. This triggers a surge in insulin, which, as we discussed earlier, can lead to inflammation throughout your body. Over time, these blood sugar swings can increase your risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Plus, refined carbs don't keep you feeling full for long, so you're more likely to overeat and pack on extra pounds. Instead of reaching for refined carbs, choose whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole wheat bread. These complex carbohydrates are digested more slowly, providing sustained energy and keeping your blood sugar levels stable. Now let's talk about alcohol. Look, I enjoy a glass of wine now and then, and I know many of you do too, but it's important to understand that excessive alcohol consumption can be a major driver of inflammation. When you drink alcohol, it breaks down into a toxic substance called acetaldehyde in your liver. Acetaldehyde is a known carcinogen and can cause widespread inflammation throughout your body. It can damage your liver, leading to fatty liver disease, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer. Alcohol can also irritate the lining of your gut, leading to inflammation and increasing your risk of digestive issues like gastritis, ulcers, and even leaky gut syndrome. The key here is moderation. If you choose to drink alcohol, do so in moderation, which means no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. And remember, it's always a good idea to have a few alcohol-free days per week to give your body a break. Next on the list are processed meats like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli meats. These meats have been preserved by smoking, curing, salting, or adding chemical preservatives. While they might be convenient and tasty, they're loaded with compounds that can fuel inflammation. One of the main culprits is advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. AGEs are formed when sugars react with proteins or fats, and they're found in high amounts in processed meats. AGEs can damage your cells and contribute to inflammation, increasing your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even some types of cancer. Processed meats are also high in saturated fat and sodium, both of which can contribute to inflammation. Plus, they often contain nitrates and nitrites, which are added as preservatives but can form carcinogenic compounds in your body. So, what's the bottom line? Limit your intake of processed meats as much as possible. Choose lean protein sources like fish, chicken, beans, lentils, tofu, or tempeh instead. Now let's talk about vegetable oils. You might think all oils are healthy, but the truth is some vegetable oils can actually contribute to inflammation. The main culprits here are oils high in omega-6 fatty acids like corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and safflower oil. Now, omega-6 fatty acids aren't inherently bad. However, the problem arises when we consume too many omega-6s and not enough omega-3s. This imbalance can promote inflammation throughout the body. Many people today consume a diet that's very high in omega-6s and low in omega-3s, thanks in part to the widespread use of these inflammatory vegetable oils in processed foods and restaurants. Swap out inflammatory vegetable oils for healthier options like olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, or flaxseed oil. These oils are lower in omega-6s and higher in omega-3s or other beneficial fats, making them a much better choice for your overall health. Let's talk about gluten, a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley. Now, for most people, gluten doesn't cause any problems. But for those with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, gluten can trigger a major immune response, leading to inflammation in the gut. In celiac disease, gluten damages the lining of the small intestine, preventing the absorption of nutrients. This can lead to a wide range of symptoms, including digestive issues like diarrhea, bloating, gas, and abdominal pain, as well as nutrient deficiencies, fatigue, weight loss, and even autoimmune disorders. Gluten sensitivity, while not as severe as celiac disease, can also cause digestive discomfort and other symptoms like headaches, fatigue, and joint pain. If you suspect you might have a gluten intolerance, it's important to talk to your doctor and get tested. Next up, let's talk about artificial additives, those synthetic ingredients added to processed foods to enhance flavor, color, texture, or shelf life. While they might make our food more appealing, many artificial additives can wreak havoc on our health, including promoting inflammation. For example, artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin have been linked to gut inflammation and changes in the gut microbiome. These changes can disrupt the delicate balance of our gut flora, leading to inflammation and potentially increasing the risk of digestive issues, autoimmune disorders, and even obesity. To minimize your exposure to artificial additives, always read food labels carefully and choose whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible. Remember, the shorter the ingredient list, the better. Let's talk about dairy. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt can be good sources of calcium and protein. However, for some people, dairy can also be a source of inflammation. This is often due to a sensitivity to casein or whey, the two main proteins found in milk. When someone with a dairy sensitivity consumes dairy products, their immune system may mistake these proteins as invaders and launch an inflammatory response. This can lead to digestive issues like bloating, gas, diarrhea, and abdominal pain, as well as skin problems like acne and eczema. There are also plenty of dairy-free alternatives available these days, such as almond milk, soy milk, coconut yogurt, and cashew cheese. So you can still enjoy your favorite foods and get your calcium and protein from other sources. Last but not least, let's talk about red meat. Now, red meat can be a good source of protein, iron, and other nutrients. However, excessive consumption of red meat, especially processed red meat, has been linked to increased inflammation. One of the main culprits is saturated fat, which is found in higher amounts in red meat compared to other protein sources. Saturated fat can increase inflammation in the body, particularly in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart disease. Red meat is also high in a compound called L-carnitine. While L-carnitine is naturally present in our bodies and plays a role in energy production, high intakes of L-carnitine from red meat have been linked to increased production of trimethylamine N-oxide, TMAO, in the gut. So what's the bottom line? Enjoy red meat in moderation as part of a balanced diet. That's it for today's video. We've covered a lot of ground, but remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your health. By being aware of these inflammatory foods, you can make informed choices that support your overall well-being. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more health tips and tricks. Until next time, stay healthy and take care.